Hello, welcome to my kitchen. If you're new here, my name is Eduardo and my friends call me Lalo. In this channel, you're going to find vegan recipes, my journey into experimenting in vegan cooking, and my passion for knowing more about the vegetables and how to make the most out of them. And before we start, if you haven't subscribed to my kitchen, subscribe and also click the notification bell to always receive every single week one of my new videos. Now, let's get to it. Here we have these bok choy leaves. The first thing we're going to do is separate the stem from the leaves, about 3 inches from the bottom of the stem. You want to get the thickest part because that's what is going to give you the best and thickest ribbons. You can use the thinnest ones, if not just reserve them for later and you can saute them for any other preparation. Remember, we use everything or at least as much as we can from our vegetables. That's kind of like the law. You're gonna do this with all the leaves and all the stems that you have. Now, using a mandolin to get very thin ribbons, you're going to put it in a very low settings. First, you start trying. You need to try to see if that thickness is the correct. Why do we want very thin ribbons? It's because when we put them in ice cold water, they're going to crisp faster. If they are too thick, they're going to crisp, but it's going to be more difficult, and also it's going to have a different texture in your mouth. That's why we're doing it very thinly. These are the leaves that we separate. So I'm just tearing them apart with my fingers, about like bite size, a little bit bigger than bite size. Because when we put it in the fire, they're going to wilt. So just keep in mind, these are going to yield less than what they seem. Let's do the vinaigrette. Now we have here miso. We have orange juice. Here in this one you can use any kind of miso. I'm using here chickpea miso. For the people that are gluten-free, this is great. So just do the miso, then dissolve in the orange juice, then we're going to add the tamari. You can use regular soy sauce, but this recipe is completely gluten-free. Then after that we're going to add the olive oil. We're going to use whisk, and this is one way you can do, only with a whisk. You're going to taste, and then if you want a vinaigrette that is completely emulsified, just put it in a container and then just use your immersion blender and blend it for 5 to 10 seconds and it will get this consistency. It is more unified and it just looks better. Or you can also just whisk it. Okay, so now heat a pan on medium flame and then we're going to add our oil, sesame oil, and then we're going to first add ginger. Why? Because ginger takes a little bit more time to cook, it doesn't burn that easily, and also we're adding some garlic. But if I add the garlic at the beginning, it's going to burn by the time I already add the ginger. So first the ginger, let it cook like a minute, then add the orange zest. That little brown color that you see is not burnt, it's just the orange zest that is just changing color, obviously because of the heat. After that, we're going to add our garlic, and as you can see, we chop the garlic very finely because this is going to be super fast. This is going to take a few seconds, right away the leaves, and the leaves are going to wilt in a matter of seconds. So we don't really want to overcook them or cook them for a long period of time. This is going to be very easy, very gentle on the leaves because you want to keep that freshness in the herbs. You don't really want the herbs to turn gray. So when you see they're getting wilted like this one, look, that's perfect. And did you see how all the garlic, the ginger and the oranges stick into the leaves? That's what we want. That's great. Just to finish, we're going to add a little bit of lemon juice for acidity. Remember, we are always looking out balancing the flavors. So after we put our ribbons in cold water, look, this is what we get. I don't know if you can really see, but it looks really crisp. Look how it moves. that are very, very firm, and that is gonna give and add crunchiness into this kind of warm salad. So if you're serving this salad right away, you can dress the salad and add the salt. If you are not, then just hold off the salt because otherwise it's going to wilt. And all your effort to put it in the ice and all the time that it was there, it was going to be for nothing. Okay, so now we're going to do our plating, and what I envisioned, it was like a bed of greens, like completely flat, and then these beautiful bok choy greens were topped with the vinaigrette and then with the crisp, delicious stem. Because a lot of people, they also use the stem and then we saute them, right? And I mean, they are good, but also you can use something else like this, like a beautiful salad. And as you can see now, I'm just bringing everything together, not leaving any space, just to create this beautiful bed, just kind of feel the rhythm. Just use your imagination, just kind of go with it. Here you need to express, and the way I express in this plate is just by putting everything together, kind of like blending. You have the garlic and the ginger in there, and you can see it, and you're gonna have it in every bite, and that's what I wanted. So now we're going to add the stems on the top, and we're going to organize it, kind of organize, disorganize. And you can see how they stand up by themselves is because of what we did, the eyes. And then just top it with the vinaigrette, just a little bit over everything, so you can get a little bit of that umami flavor on the miso, but also the sweetness in the orange. Oh my goodness. And then top it with pieces of mint. Just tear apart mint with your hands, and oh, beautiful. Finish with some sesame seeds, and this is done. Thank you so much for watching, and if you would like to see more of my videos, these are two of my favorites. And please let me know in the comments below what videos would you like me to share with you. Until next time, see you soon.